All right, we're gonna get started here in a second. Let's just do one quick check. All right, looks like we're good. Welcome everybody. Tonight we have a special episode of Sunday night Springfield Spotlight something smoke whatever. Got a special episode today. Didn't get a chance to do yesterday's episode, as you probably all noticed, but I am back with a vengeance. Which is good because now we can do Gunsmoke Frontline tonight because that wasn't open yesterday. So that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to do Gunsmoke, and then after that, I think we're going to hit up the expansion drill boss. It's a repeat. It's Kashmir, right? I'm making this all up. I already forgot who it was. Yeah, it's a repeat. But we'll go over it again. I've done it before, but I don't think anything changed. But we'll do it for funsies. Other than that, though, it's kind of just a do whatever you feel like stream, you know? It's like we're breaking out of the mold, you know? It's not Friday night, so we're kind of allowed to do whatever we want. It's like when your parents let you stay up past your bedtime and play on your phone. I'm a grown-ass man, so my parents don't do that, but, you know. Welcome, Paul. Glad you could make it. I wasn't sure if anyone was even going to show up because, you know, it's a very unusual time and day for me to be doing a stream, but like there was just so much in this last patch that I'm still trying to get through it all, to be honest, right? I wanted to do more of the artifact recovery mode that we did the other day, but it was just don't get me wrong, I love the mode. It's just like it was like too much too much at once. And then then we got the event, which I haven't also started the story on. And we had, to be honest, most of today I spent doing builds and weapons for all the characters we picked up. Right, we got Springfield, Fortification level 1. I had to do some testing with that. We have, I got Ulrid, we got Faye. There's one more I had to kind of get my Tolo up today because I had ripped all her gear off and handed it out to other people. So I had to piece her back together. So had a lot to do. Really? They nerfed Kashmir? It was already kind of easy, right? Like, I think the strategy last time was... oops, not this one. Can we look at her... I just want to know when her impenetrable veil deactivates. Yeah, okay, so it's still turn 5. Yeah, the strategy last time I think was just literally kind of AFK and hide behind cover till her veil goes down, and then just go crazy on the turn that she's vulnerable, and just literally try and kill her in one turn. We'll probably actually end up doing that again tonight, but I'm interested to see what else they nerfed about her. But let's get started. We're not going to do any gambling tonight. I know I usually start these streams off with a little gambling just for fun. Well, I mean, we do have 10. It's like such an even number. I don't really care for MP5 here, but... And I don't need any more Meech teas. You know what, guys? All right. You're twisting my arm here. We'll do 110 pull. See if we get lucky. I mean, we got lucky the other day. Nope. Okay. No freebies tonight. But to be honest, after the way things went on Friday, hard to complain. The question is, will we get the MP5 4-star? Like the weapon itself. That'd be cool. I'm all about the skins. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Alright, well, we tried. That's, quote, building pity, by the way, guys, in the business. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, dude, we got Wooly here today, too. Oh, man, dude, you guys, truly dedicated fans. No matter what day or what time I schedule these streams, you guys show up. I appreciate that. We are not going to do this. Even though I have a decent amount of these saved up, I need to do a little double checking. I don't need any more Chongjus. We're at segment 5. Vepli, gross. Sabrina is from the boss. Mosin Nagant is like, not really, you don't need that. So it's like, at this point, it's like, I need to decide whether I want to start grabbing some Fae dupes or some Paritias. We have segment 2 Tolo. I guess it's an option to go really deep on this. But, I mean, it's not terrible. It's just like these don't really change anything about her. It's just big boost, big unga bunga damage. But anyway, I need to do some thinking about that. So we're going to hold off. That'll be for Friday. We'll hold on to it till then. Dude, I have been hanging around the Hoyo people, dude. They're rubbing off on me. The part is that would have been perfect. Well, it's Springfield to her. Okay, now that you're done talking Springfield, now I can talk. Thank you. Usually how it goes, Wooly, is like, oh, I'm gonna build pity, and you gamble a couple times and you accidentally get the character, and then you're upset because you're like, oh crap, there goes my guarantee. That's the low IQ move, but we're not gonna do that because we're at least on average on this stream we're at like 105 IQ. So today we're gonna do gunsmoke. I put a video out before the stream, kind of explaining how this boss works, and I'm just gonna go through it again, and we're gonna mess around a little bit. I can tell there's a lot of min-maxing that can go on with this boss, but to be honest, once again, unless you just really enjoy min-maxing, it's not really gonna change anything, right? Like, there's a big difference between scoring 3,000 points on the boss and scoring 5,000, which is kind of the reason I put the video out. But in my opinion, scoring 5,000 versus 5,500 or whatever every single week or every single day for the week that's not going to bump your platoon in any rankings unless you're like top 100 or something. So we're going to try something a little bit. In the video I did the burn team with Klukai. I think we're going to switch it up. I think we're going to be doing half and half. We're going to do hot and cold. We're going to do the burn team featuring Tololo. I'm gonna borrow somebody in my platoon secretly grabbed us a Springfield segment 6. I need to send him a thank you letter. I didn't even know he was doing that, but he grabbed us a segment 6. So we're gonna do this team. And who was gonna be the fourth on this team? I'm having a mind blank. Oh, duh, Vector. How do I forget that? Kind of important. Oh, dude, we got everyone here today. What's up, Arlo and Kurochi? Yeah, so we're just about to get started here. So I think this is going to be team 1. It's going to be the half fire, half water team. And then for team 2, we're going to do not my corrosion unit, but we're going to do the corrosion team, which actually I can use this lineup, I think. We're going to do corrosion featuring... No, I lied. I gotta do refitting room settings because I gotta do one. Now I'm double guessing myself. What was the... Oh, yeah, we were gonna do my Springfield with this team. Because we're borrowing a Springfield for the other team. So we were gonna do my Springfield, and then I think... Where's my Meech Tea? Meech Tea! Where are you? There you are. HT, and then we're gonna borrow Kukai. This one, sure. And then our last slot on this. So the Tolo will be used up in the previous team. So I can't do both. This is a little interesting on the team building here. I guess it doesn't really matter too much because this team will do pretty solid. I think we'll just throw Macchiato. Oops, not you. Macchiato in this last slot, which is kind of awkward because there's no like weakness implant or anything, but she still does really good single target because I can't really see anybody else that jumps out that would work good on this team. I mean, there's like maybe if I had these characters built, I could like slap something together, but I think that's what we're gonna try today. It's nothing too serious, but we'll start with the fire team here. So let's do you, and oh, that's right, we can't use those settings. We got to do these settings. So we got to do Vector. Where are you? There. You, and then Tolol, and Springfield. Yeah, I don't have. I mean, I have Yuhi, but she's not really built. I had to rip a bunch of gear off her, and it got kind of messy. And I'm like, you know what? I'll min max the perfect team combo later, according to like what units I have. But for now, we're just gonna go with probably this, and then we'll switch it up for the other side. I think this will work. We're gonna find out together. Oh yeah, dude, this boss is way better than the plant tentacle monster. Namitr was how do you say the name? Namitr? Namirti? Whatever. I hated that boss so much. I hated how you had to like stack and do the knockbacks. It's just a nightmare. This boss is way better. I think we do that. I'm just thinking about how everyone's going to position. Yeah, this doesn't matter for the first turn. Okay, so let me explain this boss for anyone who didn't watch that video real quick. He's similar to the last boss in that he like puts debuffs on your team, and as you cleanse them, you get a stacking buff on yourself for cleansing it. The only other real mechanic he has is that he essentially puts a shield on himself and gives him himself a buff, and if you don't strip it off, you're in for a really bad time. Now, that won't be a problem because we have a couple different ways to strip it off. Chongju is going to do it. I believe I have the key on... no, I don't, but Chongju will do it. There's also a key for Springfield. This is a borrowed Springfield, so he probably doesn't have it on there. No, he doesn't. But there's a couple... Oh, Tolo. Tolo's another unit. There's like so... Like I say, yeah, there's so many different ways to cleanse the bosses, or the buff, so... Yeah, just looking at what you're saying, Paul, the boss has a higher max score. Yeah, there's... So, if you were scoring... I feel like you can get about 1,000 more on this boss than the previous one. Just like a quick guesstimate. Maybe about 500. You kind of did miss the pulls. We only had a 10 pull, Mr. Josco. We did not get lucky, unfortunately. So there's no real right or wrong way to start this, so we're just going to kind of group up. The only thing you need to do is, at the end of the first turn here, you want to have your whole team on this side of the boss. And you'll see why as we get to it. He's going to do a big cleave and put some debuffs on everybody. And then and just do this. I mean, if you want to send me a check in the mail, Josco, I will cash it, and then I'll just convert it into in-game dollars. Get the freebies. Tolo can go next. She's going to be able to just make it onto this side here. I don't think it matters for this turn. Next turn, it's going to matter what order we use her abilities in, because we're going to start getting the triple turns. But for you guys, I want Chongju to come up here, put the buffs up before Vector does, so that way it'll last into next turn. Oh, I mean, auto... Well, anyone who's using auto is going to get punished a little bit, but it's not really the end of the world, because like I was saying earlier, it's like, I mean, does it really matter if you score, like, you know, whatever, 4,500 or 5,000, right? Even auto battle, like, that's what we're looking to recruit people for our platoon, because we're a little short of members. It's like, to be honest, if you just have a full platoon of people with, like, relatively competently geared characters, and you just literally hit the auto battle button, you guys will probably score anywhere from 3,500 to 4,000 points, even like really bad auto battle. And that should be good enough for top 5%. Okay, so I was talking while he was doing all the attacks there, but long story short, he did two things. He put this little marker on Springfield. You can ignore this. This For Springfield, you want everyone to be getting hit with this. You want to stand in and like hit as many people, because this is going to trigger counterattacks from her little birdie up here. But it's not the end of the world if it doesn't. This is, like I said, this is kind of a min-maxy thing. So you can not worry about any of that. And then from here on out, we're going to just kind of wail on the boss. The next turn, so starting on the odd turns 3, 5, and 7, there'll be these ammo crates that appear here, here, and here. They move a little bit, like which square they're in. But they're in those 3 spots-ish. You're going to want to pick them up. So the goal for this turn is to pre-position the people who are going to be picking them up. So we're going to have probably Tolo grab this one, Chongju grab this one, and then, I don't know, maybe Springfield grab this one, because Springfield is segment 6. So she actually does a lot of damage. So we're going to have Tolo come to here, and then Chongju will start walking over here. The only thing you need to remember is that this turn, he is going to do this little ground pound attack. So you want to get hit with this, because we're trying to do 2 things. We're trying to build up this debuff on ourselves, so when we cleanse it with Springfield, we're going to get a ton of these critical cascade buffs, and then we're going to just keep it refreshed for the rest of the fight. All right, so let me see if I can put all that into action as I do it. We're going to have Springfield come to here. This box, by the way, is 5 tiles out, so essentially it comes out to the boss's hitbox, plus the corner, and then 1 more tile. So if this is, once again, there's the boss, there's his hitbox, there's one like kitty corner Tim, and then 1 tile out from that. So she can stand in either of these spots. So we're gonna go for there. And we're actually gonna see if, yeah, that can reach. Okay, because we have to give Tolo shared telepathy, so she can start with the crazy banana turns. Do we need to do, we want Chongju to do her buffs first, but we're going to have her move over here. So once again, corner, plus 1 tile. This is going to get her the attack power up before we start wailing on the boss, right? So she's going to have Blazing Assault, she's going to have an Accelerant from last turn still, and then she's going to have all her stacks of support boost. And at this point, we can kind of just do things in whatever order we want. We'll have Tolo come here. This will get her 1 bonus turn. And then if you have shared telepathy on her, which we do because we just used it, you should have not messed up like I did there. And we'll do it next turn because I screwed this up. But this should be off cooldown and you use that. And then you can do a 3rd turn after that. But like I said, not that big a deal. And we'll just continue on with our turn. Whoa, Paul, you saw someone getting 1.2 on auto? How is that even possible? That's like you didn't even equip gear. Ugh, yeah, I mean, doing auto is definitely better than nothing at all, but like, jeez. I'm going to have Sharkery stand over here just so she can get some stacks for Springfield. I could have moved Vector too, but like I said, I'm just going to kind of give an example of this boss. I'll min-max this after the stream if need be, but to be honest, if we're over like 5,000-ish, I'm probably just going to cash it in. I just know that because I recorded earlier, the number I'm aiming for is about 5,000. Well, he's saying that you think there needs to be an automatic way to debuff, or the auto's going to be around 3k. Yeah, I mean, that is the one problem is, so this is the turn I was talking about where he puts the shield up. This could cause auto battle some big problems, because if for some reason auto battle doesn't cleanse this rock shield, he's going to stun your units. He's going to stun 2 of your units, and that's going to just plummet your score, right? So I could see how, you know, mistakes get made by auto battle. Okay, so this turn, at the end of this turn, same thing. We're going to want to have been on this side of the boss grouped up over here. So we'll start with Springfield here. We'll grab this. And we'll be here. This should still get her hit. And Tolol should have one more turn of telepathy. She'll be fine. That will cleanse the buff off the boss because Changju did her follow-up. Jeez, that's a lot of stability gone. Let's go ahead and grab this and group up. Yeah, sometimes, Paul, that's how I feel. I tried to watch somebody else's stream not too long ago, just because they were streaming the event, the last one with Zhao Wei. And I don't know, he was doing something, and I'm just like, man, I can't watch this. Like, I didn't want to say anything mean. Like, it was rough. It was real rough. And it's fine. Like, I don't expect people to. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to interrupt myself. Since we're gonna do hopefully the 3-attack combo correctly this time, or the 3-turn combo correctly, you want to pick this up after the first one because this buff only lasts for 2 turns, so we want it to affect her second 2 abilities. So we'll just do that. Right, so now we want to pick it up, and now this is what we were gonna do last time. If we had shared telepathy, which we still should. There it is. 1 more turn, or 3 more stacks of it. This turn, when we use Supernova Impact, we'll get another bonus turn, and that's the way how these 2 units work together. You're just gonna get a billion free turns, and from then on, it'll just be that rotation. It'll be skill 1 into skill 2 into the alt, assuming that you don't let Springfield's shared telepathy fall off. Yeah. That's what I was saying. It's like I don't want to like backseat game them or anything, so I'm just like I can't watch this. So I just had to like turn the stream off, which is fine. It's like I don't expect everyone to be a tryhard or anything like that, and sometimes it can be a little difficult to watch those players play. So same thing, but this turn we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get ready to grab the box over here. So we're gonna bring Springfield this direction. Actually, I'm gonna check to make sure. Yep, because she's going to get her bonus turn, so I want to make sure that I can hit Tolol with it. But this should cleanse all our debuffs, and this is the turn we're going to get a massive spike in damage. So everyone's going to get the 50%. Everyone's going to get the 50% crit damage buff. And we're just going to continue to cycle this for the rest of the fight. Now, I'm starting to think that there's probably a better way to min-max these stacks, but once again, that's kind of outside the scope of this stream because I'm just kind of messing around with this team right now. What we want to do? We want to do this. Yep, she's pretty much. I'll move her 1 tile over to where she's going to be. Let's see. Vector, you can go next. All you're talking about alt skill 2, skill 1. You're talking about for Tolol or for Springfield? So for Tolol, it should be skill 1 into skill 2 into skill 3, and I'll show you here in a second. Let me just finish. Sharkery, you can just stand right where you're at, and I'll try and explain the logic behind it, because maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm not super experienced with these units. I've only had them for like what, 3 days, and I also didn't get to play almost the entire weekend because of the holiday. So I don't claim to be an expert. I did not do my due diligence for this character's release, but my understanding is, so this is going to give you a whole bunch of convectants, right? Because you already start the turn with a bunch left over from the previous attack. So it doesn't really matter as long as you don't have, I think, 1. I think if you have anything above 1, you're good, because you're going to get 2 points from this ability, right? Then her fixed key, or not her fixed key, her expansion key, whatever it's called, is going to give her another 2. So this ability should give her 4. So that'll be 1 double turn, right? Now, immediately that'll get cashed in and give her another bonus turn. Now she's at 0, right? The only way you can get all these confectants in 1 turn, or 1 attack, is this ability, because this one gives you 2 base. If you have more than 3 buffs, it gives you another one. That's 3. Then your expansion key gives you 2 more. That's 5. And then if you're under the telepathy buff, because you did hydro damage, that's 6. I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can get 6 confectants in 1 attack. Could be wrong, but maybe there's some whale secrets I'm not sure about. But that's the rotation that I just did right there. You're just gonna keep doing that, and anytime the shared telepathy is about to run out, you refresh it with Springfield. Yeah, I hope you guys had a great 4th of July weekend as well, dude. Mine was crazy packed. Okay, so we are back to this turn. We need to rip his buff off, which kind of automatically happens as long as somebody attacks him. So we'll have... This is rough. I want Springfield to be on this side, because remember, he's going to do the Shockwave Crush, so I want everyone to be from these squares to here, in this like square rectangle area, but I don't think she's going to make it. I could slap her right here. I don't think it really matters, though, because if we miss 1 stack, it's not the end of the world. At this point, we're just trying to keep the buff active. Which actually it's not. It is falling off, isn't it? That is I wonder, am I crazy? Is there a key that removes, or that cleanses buffs? I'm just looking right now to see, how does she cleanse buffs every turn? I wonder if you have to swap somebody else into the team to keep the buff rolling, the cleanse buff, I mean. We'll look into it later. It's not that important. Changju, you grab this one. Same thing. Come to here. So this is what I was talking about. There's so many ways you can min-max. Like, this would be definitely one of the min-maxes, is to keep these. In the recorded video I did when I had Centuricia, I was obviously able to remove or cleanse the debuff every turn to keep it rolling. So I was at 10 stacks this whole time. So that obviously is going to impact how much damage it's going to do. I'm also not min-maxing. This is actually kind of a disaster. I'm like trying to show this boss for funsies, and like actually I'm messing everything up because I'm also not getting everyone hit with this AoE. Here, we can scoot over a little bit, get a little closer to Springfield. Tolo, first attack. Okay, this is a trick, by the way. This is the extra movement from Planeta. This is actually not the turn, so you do not want to grab it now because you'll actually still burn through a turn worth of it. So we can come here, get another free turn. Yeah, I think I got the. I was sorry, Arlo. I wasn't talking about cleansing the boss. I confused the terminologies. I should really make it more clear. I wasn't talking about purging the buff off the boss. I was talking about removing these stacks of Keen Carving from your own units, cleansing these, because every time you cleanse these, you get critical cascade. And the idea is just like on last time's boss, where you kind of wanted those stacks to like stay maxed and just continue to refresh and never fall off. That's kind of what you want to do here too. Yeah, I can already see we're going to be, I mean, we'll get to 5,000, but we're, I made some pretty serious errors on this run. Don't do like me. Because we're still one turn away from getting our big buff up again. We'll have Springfield come to here again, put telepathy on Tolo. There you are. So every time that... He should be counterattacking these units here in a second, because they did get hit with the AoE. What order I want to do this in? I guess we want Chongju to alt, so that then Vector can alt, and Accelerant will last for both of the turns. Oh yeah, good point, Paul. That Tolo and Springfield will always drop their bonus buffs because of the turns. Now, I was more concerned about the rest of the units, though, right? Like, you shouldn't be dropping the buffs off of Vector, Sharkery, and Chongju, though. This is what the kids call a skill issue. Maybe we'll have like a little follow-up on our stream on Friday, and we'll show you how to do the boss min-max version, or at least the most min-max that I could do with my account. Oh yes, the Colfane's Keep. Maybe I can bully the guy in my platoon to put that key on her to get it. Because yeah, I was just trying to think. There's no other way you can get another cleanse in the team. Like when we do it on the next run, when we have the corrosion units with Michti, that won't be so bad because Michti, I believe, was it her whatever that buff is that she has, Nightmare Shroud, I think it's called. That one should also cleanse buffs, right? So that'll help keep it rolling nonstop. Be nice to my Vector. Yeah, we're definitely a lot lower than we should be. We should be around, I would say, 5,200-ish points right now. But mistakes have been made. Ew, gross, and it spawned all the way over here. So it's going to be like really hard to get it and get everyone in the AoE. I don't think it's going to happen. Let me check. Tolo doesn't need shared telepathy, right? Yeah, she's got a whole nother 3 stacks of it. So we'll come to here, do this. Here we go. Now it's counterattacking. Yeah, and this is like extra good because, especially at segment 6, her little birdie goes crazy. It's really defensive of his master. Oh, dude, we got Radicaling here too. Man, the whole gang showed up, dude. Yeah, dude, we got a surprise Sunday stream. Get friendly, Sharkery. I know. Actually, no. We want Vector to get friendly first. No. Chongju? Yes. Because I want her to have the self buffs up. Then we want Vector to go. Oh hell yeah, dude. So you, Radical Link, you got to see the insane luck. And then you also got to see me have a goldfish moment where I forgot that I had grabbed segment 2 and then I thought, like, oh my god, the game glitched, it gave me a free character? That was a fun stream though. Alright, so we want to come here, do this. We want to not get tricked by this path patrol proc. Then we want to grab it. See, Radic Link, I was just living in the moment. That's why I forgot that I did it. I was so hyped that I had got her the second time on the 50-50 early that I had completely forgotten about the first like time. Oh no, wait, I don't want to catch that in. That was a pretty low score actually. So we'll retry that. I'll do that later on my own time. We're gonna try the other team combo. So the other team we wanted to do was the corrosion team. Oh, not my Klukai. I'm not cool enough for segment 6. So we wanted these units. We wanted to use my Springfield wherever she is. I'm looking right at there. She is. I'm like, I know I'm looking right at her. And then who are we gonna do for the last unit? I mean, it's kind of a flex slot. We could do Macchiato or Diane. Both are pretty good. I think Macchiato might be decent. Might be decent in this, just because she's so good at single target, right? She does just buckets of damage. I don't have segment 1 though. Just kind of looking over the roster. I don't have a Yuhi build, and I really don't feel like doing that, especially in the middle of the stream. Let's give this a try. We'll do corrosion. We'll slap a Klukai in here. Actually, you know what I should be doing? Because Michti is using the wrong gear in this. You know, it ain't that serious. Like I said, I'll min-max this later off stream. I got a few more. There'll be a few more hours after stream that I can really sweat it out. Diane. Oh, that's a good point, Paul. The Diane does have cleanse. I'm not too worried about cleanse because I'm pretty sure I have the key on Michti. Yeah, I have this one. Bedtime warm up cleanses too. So I can always just make sure I use bedtime warm up. And then who else? It doesn't Pretia have a cleanse on? Yeah. Well, that's from self. But this one cleanses, doesn't it? Yeah, this one also cleanses. So I think we should be good. Just make sure everyone can kind of group up. Yeah, that should be good enough. We'll give this a try. We'll just kind of see. We're kind of just feeling it out today. Ooh, Kurochi's got a segment 6 Yuhi. Ooh, but to do on this Kurochi, you'd have to be in my platoon because this is gunsmoke. Let's see. I don't think we really need to order any of these actions in a specific way. Let me just think about this for a second. I mean, Michti should obviously go first and put the corrosion debuff on him, toxic inundation. But after that, I don't think it really matters. So let's just kind of throw some abilities out there. And I don't think we need shared telepathy on anybody. Once again, there might be some min-max going on that I don't know about. You might be able to like min-max Michti's actions a little better, but maybe Macchiato actually. If we do shared telepathy, does that? Let me look here. Yeah, this won't actually do anything on her because you have to be doing hydro damage to get this effect. So there might be some min-maxes to have. No, I don't think my Springfield has the cleanse key on her because I did not do the refitting room settings correctly, and I don't want to pause everything. Continuous stability break. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, this is. Why do I have this on here? This is wrong. This is a very wrong build, but it's okay. We're just, like I said, we'll sweat this out a different day. I don't want to get too distracted. And to be honest, I'm gonna guess that breaking the boss on turn 2 is actually the play. So I wonder if in this team lineup you shouldn't ult with Macchiato, because she's gonna do a bunch of counterattacks here and it might break his stability. Although he's not frost weak, so maybe not. No, he's going to. Yeah, that's another min-max, I think. Because if you break him on turns 2, then it just naturally lines up with the rest of the fight. Let's have Michi. So she's gonna have to cleanse next turn with bedtime warm-up. So for this turn, I think we can use Dreamquake. We don't actually even need to. Just do... I'm just trying to think in my head several turns out, because there will be an awkward turn. Because on turn... So she can do it on turn 3. Paritia can do it on turn 5, but it will still be on cooldown for turn 7. But yeah, Michi should be good on turn 7, so we can do that. Yeah, I can show off my my Michi. Are you talking to Mikuroshi, or were you talking about somebody else in the chat? But I could show off the Michi stuff. It's nothing too crazy. But yeah, let's just do this. Oh, I forgot to pre-position. Should be fine though. Bukai can go get the furthest one. I don't even know who I want to grab the one on the left here. I think I want Paritia to grab it. Let's fake the game out. Let's go one tile that direction. Okay, so this turn, Michi is going to cleanse the buff from the boss. We just double check real quick, make sure that it's gone. Yep, he should have Splinter Defense A and... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Splinter Defense B comes from when the shield goes away, so we're good. He just has Splinter Defense A. Paritia, I guess you're going to grab this. And I want you to be back over this direction because I want her to get hit with the next cleave. Frontal cleave, frontal cone, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, we're getting those Macchiato counterattacks too. Let's do just more Springfield nonsense. And I think we grab it. Come back over here. Yeah, this team's a little more interesting because the weakness types don't match up correctly. It takes a lot longer to stability break the boss with this team. Definitely some interesting choices to make decision making wise. Oh, the reason I didn't pick Tolol here is because I was pretending that I had finished side 1 with Tolol, and so I wouldn't have her available in side 2 here. That's why I grabbed Macchiato instead, because I used somebody else's Springfield for side 1, segment 6 Springfield. Now we're using my just segment 1 Springfield. But you're right. I definitely should probably pair her in Tolo, and that's just kind of a team building thing that I haven't quite figured out how I want to do yet, as far as like who pairs with who. I think maybe the play is side one is the fire team with. Ooh, man, see, it's tough. It's really tough. I could do Changju, Vector, and Sharkery along with a borrowed Springfield and yeah, see, I don't know. I have to do a little. The question I'm having right now is like which gives you an overall better score consistently across two attempts, a segment 6 Springfield or a segment 6 Klukai, right? Because in the video I recorded earlier, we just use the segment 6 Klukai that I always use, and that run I think ended at about 5,400 points. So it ended up with a higher score than what we just attempted, because right there we just attempted and we, I don't know, got 5,200, although like I said, I did make quite a few mistakes. So it's like the question of, do I borrow a segment 6 Klukai twice, or do I borrow a segment 6 Klukai once and a Springfield once? Like, that's the min-maxy stuff. It's like kind of not important, but just, you know, food for thought. So let's go ahead and do this. No, I should once again start pre-positioning for the boxes next turn. Michi, you do your thing. Yeah. Just basic attack. That's fine. Just had to think about that for a second. Pre-position to here. Probably pre-position to there. This is an interesting question. With Macchiato's overhealing and everything, does it disable her ki? Because her one ki, absolute concentration, it says if you drop below 100%, but you're technically, like, it's not, you're at like 150% health, right? So let's see. Does she still have her attack power up? It does not look like she does, but I might have lost it earlier in the battle not paying attention. My overflowing care, attack up. Just double checking all these. Yeah, cold conviction is not from... Yeah, okay. I wonder where we lost it. We lost it somewhere along the way, and that's fine. Everybody else is pre-positioned, so we can have Lukai come through here. Yeah, Wooly, just like Paul said, I was thinking that for like a brief second, but then you get the weird issue of Xiaomi doesn't match well versus this boss, and especially on 3 Corruption 2 Ice, you have the issue of them constantly overwriting each other's weakness implant, right? Like, for example, right now, all the squares underneath the boss are corrosion tiles, and even if I, like, put the ice AoE down over here to get both, it would only last for a little bit until Michi overrode it again with one of her abilities. So you constantly have the two element weakness implants fighting each other for who gets to be implanted on the boss. So it just gets really awkward. So this turn is the turn we have Maki, or we're gonna have Pretia cleanse the buff. We can just do this, don't matter. And then next turn, so we have Pretia do it right now, actually. I'm really not liking Springfield in this team without Tolol, because it's like all I'm doing is literally spamming for skill, which isn't terrible. It's just not really doing a lot. Without Tolol here to benefit from the to benefit from the shared telepathy, it's like, you know, less impactful. Oh, and I goofed. I wasn't paying attention. I was supposed to do this last turn. Oh, big mistakes, boys. It's a disaster, dude. This is why I don't do stuff on stream. I embarrass myself, and then you guys all make fun of me. You say I'm a noob, and then you don't watch my videos, and then I can't feed my family. It's a disaster. This is why I drink. It is funny how when I recorded it though, it was like I didn't even really try, just like slap some units together. It's like, oh yeah, easy 5,000 points, 5,400. And this time I'm like trying out all these like different teams, and it's like nothing's working the way it should. Yeah, I think we're gonna do even worse this time around. That's a good question, Cinnamon. Sometimes I don't even know why. Paul saying, I just used 3 Ksenia in my corrosion team with Macchiato just to get the cleanse and the debuff. Yeah, I know that's another strategy that a lot of people were doing even last time. I could do that, but that wouldn't be too bad, actually. Centurisi does a good job, too. It's just that I didn't want to double up on healers. Right? I didn't want to take both Centurisi and Springfield in the team. It's just, you know, this is what happens. There's, like, a little bit of an experimentation phase going on, and, right, that was a mistake. You did... I clearly clicked skill 2. I heard that. That was not cold precision shot. I, like, looked away for a screen as I clicked it, and, game thought that would pull one over on me. Dude, Radicaling, dude. You got me. You got me pinned, man. I love me some Baja Blast, dude. I mean, to be fair, Wooly, it starts out as Baja Blast, and then I get a little creative. Speaking of Centurisi, I don't know if you guys saw, but they like finally showed off the preview for her new summertime swimsuit thingy from CN, and it's essentially the exact same costume as she had in GFL1, but pretty cool if you ask me. Oh, more mistakes have been made because I'm pretty sure we're gonna. Dream Guardian's falling off? Yeah, Dream Guardian fell off. Oh, dude, it's a freaking disaster. I'm gonna keep myself safe after this stream. Let's see, come to here. Now I'm just curious on how bad the score is going to be after everything is tallied. This is an absolute freaking travesty. Oof, this is the worst score by far. So, this one didn't even break 5,000, didn't even break the last score. Ooh, oof, this one was rough. Let's just, yeah, okay. So that team comp didn't work too well. Yeah, there's definitely some experimentation I gotta do with different team comps. Probably do them after the stream. I'm actually tempted just to use the one I did for the video, which was this team plus just segment 6 cluckers here. This team scored, like I said, about 5,400 with kind of no min-maxing. You just like literally did what I just did there, where you just kind of zoom around and, you know, pay like basic attention to the mechanics. Yeah, I might do that for one of the runs. It worked out pretty well, because that was not so great. And I probably should also make a preset for the new units. Let's go to these, because like I said, the other team you could run is I'm tempted to do that for team 1, right? The fire team that I just showed, and then for team 2 we could do oops, not you. This. Where is my Meech tea again? There we go. Then we could do this for team 2, and then that would solve this team's like awkwardness as well. Springfield and Tolo would have someone to hang out with, and then you still get the corrosion crew doing their thing. That would probably work a lot better than whatever I just tried there. That was suboptimal for sure. Okay. You had a question, Brochi, way earlier in the stream, I believe, about the Meech tea build. So, Meech tea build. There's nothing too crazy about Meech tea. So, she doesn't do a lot of damage by herself. She's obviously just a support enabler for essentially Pretia and Klukai. I have her running Planeta because if you don't have her custom weapon, this is the next best choice, because she gets to cash in on the extra actions here pretty easily. She can build up these stacks pretty quickly, because every time she uses... Oops, not this one. Every time she uses Dreamless Night while she's in turbo mode, she's going to do another attack afterwards. So she builds up the stacks relatively quickly. So that's kind of as far as it goes for weapons. For keys, it's, once again, it's the usual. There's not a whole lot of variation in what you need from her. Oh, dude, people still got fireworks going. This is the big one. You want to put Toxic Inundation on as much as possible. This is the main buff that the Corrosion team really fiends off of. This one's... it's okay if you need to implant more. Like if you need to... I said, if you have that situation with the ice team where it's like you guys are like fighting over who's implanting a weakness, this can be helpful, but it's not necessary, because I believe this ability, Dreamquake, lasts for 2 turns. Yeah, so this lasts for 2 turns. So you can alternate Dreamquake and have it up almost 100% of the time, even without it, I think. And then finally, the only other key of importance is... This one's specifically for gunsmoke. Like I said, we were talking about earlier, ways to cleanse the boss. This is just one other way. This one is redundant if you're borrowing a segment 6 cluckers, because this does not stack with segment 6 Klukai's, or I think it's actually segment 3 defense down. Let's look real quick. I want to say segment 3. Yeah. See, Klukai also applies the same defense down. They're called different things, but they don't stack. Kind of one of the weird exceptions to that. So yeah, other than that, it's, you know, pretty standard. As far as like the common keys, like it doesn't matter, right? Like I have some attack ones on her because these are kind of like what I had left over. And in the formations, uh-oh, what's going on? Am I getting an alert? Nope. Okay. All right, that was... It wanted to like send me a message, but it couldn't figure out what it wanted to actually say. But in the since I'm always borrowing a Klukai for gunsmoke, I just swapped Klukai's weapon onto Meechti just because it's like better overall stats for her. That's kind of all there is to talk about her, though, unless you had a specific question you had about like how she's used or something. But I think that kind of covers it. She's nothing too crazy. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat real quick. Yeah, I don't know, Paul. I don't think any of my teams are actually cracked enough to get like an actual kill on the boss, because I think getting a kill on the boss is like, what, 6,000 points? And I would say I'm close to like If I min-maxed, I could probably get to like 5,600, but I don't think I have any of the crazy whale gear needed for a kill. Because I think if you want to get a kill, you probably need... Well, you're probably going to need segment 6 Springfield, right? In a perfect world, I think you would need segment 6 Springfield and segment 6 Klukai on the same team. That would probably get you a kill, and even if that is too much, I think you still need at least probably segment 4, because this really helps, right? Because she's going to get 2 extra turns. And these are some big buffs, right? 20% damage, right? This is kind of redundant because like she overcaps this pretty quick. But 20%, and then piercing. This one's also really big too. Because if you stack it with other sources of defense down, you can get some pretty big damage amps from this. Yeah, this is on her passive, right? I just want to make sure that this wasn't a specific skill that was only getting those. That's for essentially that's for 2 out of the 3 turns that she takes during a round, if that makes sense. So that's a big spike. So I think you'd need either segment 4 Tololol or segment 6 Klukai / Springfield on the same team to get a kill on the boss. Like I said, I'll do some experimenting this week, and on Friday we'll see if I can even get close. I know that some of like the mega whales out there were like actually having to hold DPS, like they were getting the boss like close to being dead, and then they were just like AFKing the last turn because his shield actually counts as like points. So they were getting to like turn 7 and like not killing him just so that he could put his shield up one last time and they could get the last couple points. So yeah, you're talking about these not the you said battle points, but I think you mean the combat effectiveness score, right? I don't know what they're actually called. Don't worry about this too much. This is very deceiving. This is 100% inflated, and I'll tell you why. It's inflated because she's using Planeta. Like, let's take Springfield, for example. The game overinflates your combat effectiveness based off your crit damage, right? So this is Springfield using her custom weapon, right? Which is pretty solid. It gives a lot of attack and attack boost, and obviously, more importantly, it gives this really good ability. But if we swapped it with Samosek, which right now Nemesis is using, this is just a basic Samosek. Theoretically, you're not going up on it attack, you're just getting a little extra crit damage because 383 attack is similar to 321 plus the 15% boost. So all you're getting from this is a 25% crit damage boost, but you're going to watch how big, look how big the number got. What did I get, like 2,000 combat effectiveness from just literally 25% crit damage? It's like, it's very, very skewed. So try not to take that to heart too much, because people always love to, like, I know I'm guilty of it too, right? Like when I was going to the platoon here and I was grabbing the Klukai that we were using, right? Like I went to this guy's because it's the highest. The only reason I did that is because I know that this guy actually knows what he's doing. Like he's got a huge amount of attack, crit, and crit damage. Like he's not like, quote, wasting stats to get a high combat effectiveness. Like this is not an inflated number just because. The other thing that really inflates this number is HP, right? Like, which you can't actually see here, but having a huge amount of HP inflates this number a lot. So you could have, let me see if we can find two anonymous people on this list here. See if we can see the difference. This is 2,800 with 50 and 30. This is 2,800 with 60 and 50. So this is similar, right? We got the same problem, right? Very similar attack power scores, very similar crit rates. The other guy had a little less, but this guy is using Planeta, which gives it a huge amount of crit damage. But like, look at the difference in combat effectiveness. Like we're 1,700 points different. These are both segment 3, and I bet you if we like actually use these 2 units, they would be pretty close in actual damage output. I won't test that because that's going to take a long time, but you get the idea. The combat effectiveness score can be gamed really easily, so don't freak out too much if your scores don't match up with other people's, because especially if they're taking screenshots and like trying to throw them in a Discord, they're usually trying to flex, but you know, are they actually flexing if they are like building the wrong stats? Like, for example, I see a lot of vectors. I've seen people put a lot of vectors with high CEs, but like you look at their attack power and their attack power is like 2600. It's just all HP or crit damage, right? Oh yeah, that's another good point Radical Link pointed out. The fixed keys too. Like this fixed key is only 5% attack. This fixed key is 9% other stats. This is a bad one because it's defense, but if you were to have one that was like crit damage and attack. So 9% stats is obviously, I know this is going to shock people, it's actually more than 5% stats, I know, right? But because of that, your combat effectiveness score is going to be way inflated, but you're going to actually do more damage using a common key like this that increases your in-combat strength, or a key like this that like increases your in-combat damage. So yeah, Radical Link's got a good point. If you put like Dashevia's key, which is one of the best keys, like not one of the best keys in the game, but one of the most generic keys that can be used on anybody. Woo. I don't have it yet because I'm poor. Like 10% phase damage, you can slap this on almost literally any unit, like Klukai, Chongju, Macchiato. Like it fits on like everybody, especially since bosses gunsmoke frontline don't move. So yeah, it's just like free 10% damage, but once again, 5% stats is all the game calculates, and it's going to show you as a much lower combat effectiveness than if you actually like put the correct gear on. Anyway, that was a lot of talking. I hope I answered your question, and I hope everyone else didn't get bored while I just sat there and yapped. But we're going to do the expansion drill. We're going to see how nerfed this is. Paul said that it got nerfed. We're going to take the easy mode ones. I'm going to see if we can do the cheese stand and don't do anything for 5 turns, then just kill her in one action. So, since we're not going to be killing the tentacles, this is a freebie. Another freebie. Do not take this no matter what. You're just delaying your own clear. Once again, not attacking the tentacles, another freebie. This one is also a freebie because, once again, we're not going to attack until she puts her impenetrable veil down. So all we need is 2 more, and I don't know. We'll have the enemy slowly do more damage to us, which won't matter because she'll probably die. You guys know exactly what got nerfed about her? Was it just her HP? Oh man, that 40,000 is like really low. About, oh, and hers, yeah, maybe. Was it just raw stats? Because I mean, this is a baby stat, 860 attack. Because I know the thing that people were having trouble about on this boss was if they were doing the boss. Sometimes when she did her AOE, the one where you're supposed to share it, it would just kind of clap people who didn't have like a Xiaomi shield. So, you know, your mileage may vary. Let's do the normal team. You know, let's try something interesting. Let's do the burn team. Let's try what I tried to do earlier, but like 10% better this time. Let's do the fire team with the water, the quote water team, which is just 2 people. Tololol and Springfield. This might actually work. Because the burst damage, because all we really care about is doing a ton of damage on turn 5, and with Tolol triple turns, it probably is going to be big. So we just literally skip our turns, get comfy. Do I actually want to? Yeah, just still skip turns with her. And then, I don't know. Sharkry, you can come to here. Yeah, I don't wanna do any self buffs yet because they'll fall off. So let's just come to here. I think we still use this just to have a big HP pool on everybody. And yeah, if we don't actually... Ooh, this could be a crazy first turn. Because if you don't actually attack She'll sit at 100% Confectus and won't cash it in, I don't think. Yeah. So maybe we can even get a 4 turn on the turn that Impentral Veil goes down. Does she need to keep healing? I don't think so. Oh, so Radical Link says that her damage, her HP, the tentacles, they all got nerfed. The counterattacks that used to shred you. Okay, to be fair, though, the counterattacks that used to shred you was only people who were not doing the fight correctly, quote. Because if you implant the correct weakness with either Meech T or Vector, you don't have to worry about the counterattacks. Because they only counterattack you if you, like, for example, if I attack this one here with a water attack. Like, it'll counterattack me. Of course, it doesn't gonna do it there because it's gonna die, but you get the idea. And you used to have to rely on the concrete cover at 44. Oh yeah. Well, 40/40 expansion drill. That always gets kind of spicy. So it goes down on turn 5 or turn 4. I keep forgetting. I think it's turn 5, right? Yeah, leaves on 5. So we have one more turn of AFK. And let's. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll take your word for it that the boss doesn't hit very hard. Because these don't have any stability anymore, which could be bad. We'll see here. Yeah, it's okay. So, next turn we'll be out of the danger zone. So this turn, we're just going to buff up. I also could be playing this game a little smarter and just rotating who's the closest, right? I could put Springfield there. Ololol could be here. And I could just move Vector away from the danger. And Changju too. She's going to self-buff before this turn. And I think we're just gonna... I think the boss is about to evaporate. There we go. That's how we spread the stability damage around. Yeah, this boss is hitting a lot. Like, she should have died there, right? Like, no stability for 2 attacks. Okay, so we're gonna go crazy. Right, just double thinking, yep. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking 40,000 wasn't a lot of life. Oh my god, 1 attack. Alright. Tolo, you want to have fun, right? I want to see if we can... Well, we're not even going to get to... She's going to die too quick. Alright, let's... I'm going to actually attack the quote wrong targets just to see if we can do this 4 attacks in 1 turn. So we'll do this. No, we can't, right? Because this is what we were talking about earlier. So I'll do it right now to show you, prove to you. You shouldn't be able to do Black Hole. This should leave us 1 Confectance short, I believe. Yes, see, that's the problem. So when you're at 0 Confectance like that, you have to use Supernova Impact, and also you quote have to have 3 buffs on yourself, but that's like really easy to do. But yeah, you can't be at 0 and do Super or Black Hole Inversion. So. Okay, well that was fun. We had a good time. Actually, Changju, you get to be the hero because I loathe Sharkery. Okay, guys, look forward to the guide. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe to your favorite streamer. I worked really hard on this. Please make sure you donate to my Patreon, and I'll send you feet pics. Oh yeah, I forgot. Radical Link, that's the other big thing. Before it was just Xiaomi shields to prevent the one-shot. Now you can have Xiaomi shields and Springfield's like additional health bar. I don't think you'll ever die. You're right. If you were ever worried, like if you did 40/40 on that, like and you were worried about getting one shot by the AoE, which apparently got nerfed, so you might not even worry about it anymore. But yeah, you could just take Springfield and Xiaomi and just literally be invincible. But to be honest, I'm gonna expect that you just kill the boss way before that becomes a problem, especially now that she got nerfed. Because think about it, right? Like, I haven't done it on 4040, and there's probably some nuances I'm forgetting, but I mean, if she's only got... Oh, yeah, never mind. There is a problem, because she's going to have a huge amount of damage reduction, and there'll also be an issue with... did the stream die? Oh, no, it's just really messed up in my preview video here. But yeah, she'll have a ton of extra HP, but mostly she won't drop Impenetrable Veil till like turn 11, naturally. So at turn 11, she'll have just an insane amount of damage reduction, so... Well, guys, I mean, is there something else you guys want to see tonight? Like I said, there's no official stopping point. There's no, like... This is just fun time. This is just get to hang out with me, and I get to hang out with you, and we all get to have fun together. There's something you guys want me to do? Do we have any cool mini games we could do? Oh no, they're not open yet, are they? Where's the booty shake Nikkei game? Is that assault simulation? Oh, come on, man. The Gooners are not gonna be able to last that long. Is there anything else that I wanted to go over? Not really. Dude, Paul, I would do artifact recovery. It's just that last time it took an hour and a half, and while I had fun, I don't know if that's like, you know, reasonable to take that long, because I haven't like looked at it at all since we did it last time and have a chance to, so I still would have to like read through all the stuff as we're doing it. So maybe for Friday though, maybe I'll like learn how to get good at that mode so that we can kind of cruise through it, and I don't have to sit there and read the description of every single buff to find out what they do. I'll like kind of have an idea of like what kind of strategy I want to use. Springfield, say something. Story event live stream? Yeah, dude, you know what? That's a good... We'll take the channel back to its roots. When I first started streaming, I did like the playthrough of the whatever story chapters. So you know what? It's a good idea. We'll do the first mission here. I don't know. You guys want me to narrate? You guys want me to read you a bedtime story? Wait, no, this is voice acted, isn't it? Yes, dude. I don't have to be the change in the world. The change in the world is already here. Oh, perfect. Okay, we're gonna click through this. So we'll do one of these missions and then probably, I'll chill out for the night. Gunfire, as there's no gunfire. Who could they be talking about? Uh-oh. The T-Dolls are thirsty again. They're hunting for him. Yeah, dude. There's no... You can't escape this, dude. You can only hide on so many crevices of the Elmo. They'll find you. Is that AA12? Is that Lind? I recognize that voice. Ooh, Arlo, if I find... I'm gonna look for this song. If I find it, I'll post it in like the description of this, or I'll put it as a comment under this video, this stream. Because I thought they said they were going to release all the soundtracks, but maybe they just didn't do that yet. Yeah, dude, it was awesome. Thanks for coming, Croce. Said if you want to swing by on Friday, we'll have more fun. So have a good one. Oh, Commander's about to get... Yeah, are we just gonna stare at a black screen for this entire story? Come on, man. Here we go. All right, well, you have a good one, man. Thanks for swinging by. Thanks for all the pro tips. Question is, are the T-Dolls on auto battle right now, or is like Kalina, is she the one taking command here? Because if they're on auto battle, Commander doesn't have anything to worry about. We all know how that goes. The Moppies, dude. I already know that the boss for this event is Mopro Nexus 1.5 or Moppy. I'm really hyped about that. I thought he was going to be the expansion drill boss this week, but maybe they'll do it like next week or something, or like next reset. Yeah, I'm with you, Arlo. I get a little impatient waiting for the text to scroll. I'm just trying to like let them finish actually speaking before I go to the next little slide here. Oh, what? Sleepo Beepo's tired? Who would have guessed? I'm actually surprised that they didn't make a Groza swimsuit skin yet, you know? Like, I feel like that's like the obvious next move. They've got like literally a swimsuit skin for everybody except her at this point. Maybe they'll do it when they need to fund the servers for another year. Right now they're still living off the surplus income from the Florence banner. Although, to be fair, I don't know if you guys saw the Type 95 Captain China, oh, let's see if I can say her name right, Xiao Han skin. That one's pretty... Man, we went full goon on that one. It's true, Paul. They did get a little desperate. They did make a Klukai swimsuit. Although I kind of expected that one to happen because she had one in Project Neurocloud too. Yes, dude. Best character spotted. Best shotgun. Well, second best shotgun. Sat 8. Wonder if they're ever gonna bring Sat 8 into this game. That would be, like I said, man. The waiting list is for this game is huge. Oh, I didn't see the, Paul. I didn't see the like adjustable like variations of the outfit. The Clukini. I like that name. I am definitely going to use that. Commander's dead. Everyone go home. It's weird that why isn't this part voiced? That's a very small, minuscule gripe. It's just a little, you know. I better click through these quickly, or Sabrina's gonna eat everything in this area. All right, guys. Can Chat GPT do it? Ooh, Groza's on the preset team. I believe in you, Groza. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna assume direct control. You know, we'll do those sick counterattacks. Get to pretend to be all tactical. Oh, are we gonna delete the entire map? Yeah, we are. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was fun. I just torched the entire beach. Vector's like, vacation's over. Everyone get back to work now. You don't get paid to go on vacations to the beach. Ah, Britia. Oh man, see, I was hoping there was a little bit at the end there for the story, but I think we'll end it there because as much as I love clicking through those and listening to them, it is getting a little late, and yeah, Arlo, it's jarring to see Klukai in the bikini. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it doesn't fit her personality at all, really. But like I said, I kind of expected it because it was in Project NeuroCloud, and I think they had. Am I going crazy? Was there a beach skin in GFL1 for her? She got so many skins, I can't remember. There's like 3 ballroom dress skins for her, and then like 2 tactical ones. I don't recall, but anyway, I kind of saw it coming. Oh yeah, dude, I'm still, Paul, that is my biggest upsetty spaghetti moment about the like modifications for this one, the accessories, is like you couldn't do the hat, right? It's the little cat ears and the sunglasses, but like you can't do the hat. I would buy this in an instant. I would buy this in an instant if it had not this. Where is it? This right here. This is all I want. Mika, you had one job. All you had to do was make that hat, like just exactly how this is. This is what I call the perfect outfit. But oh well, the sunglasses are kind of cool too, but not as cool as the hat. No wedding dresses. I'm sorry, I get it. I understand the appeal of the waifus and the wedding dresses is just like not for me, dude. Not in my tactical shooting game. It's just so jarring. That's why I can't. I'm gonna go on a very small rant here, but it's like this is like I just can't, like, this is fine for the dorm and the whatever the now dating sim mode that they're gonna add to the game when they do like the whole like walk around the Elmo thing, but this in battle is just, it's ridiculous, dude. It's just so ridiculous. I can't even. Dude, now that's something, Paul. A tactical wedding dress with armor and ammo pouches. That I would love to see. You know what? I bet you they could design it. That would actually be kind of, maybe I could make a compromise there. It'd still be a little weird, but like maybe we could make it work. So anyway, I think we're gonna stop there. Thanks everyone for coming out. I had a blast. Dude, so many people showed up tonight. It was awesome. Even though I kind of made an embarrassment of myself in Platoon, Gunsmoke Frontline, but I promise you, I will go back and I will redo it and be better about it. I will improve and I'll become a better person. But until then, we'll pick this up on Friday, and I'll report back in with my progress. So you guys all have a great week. Stay cool. And by my part of the country, it's been super freaking hot. So y'all stay cool, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.